To my liberal friends out there, all you're doing is showing that you're scared you can't beat them on the issues and the merits. That's why he keeps saying it's a political campaign against me. Tens of millions of people see what extent the other side is willing to go through just to keep him out of office because they can't beat him on their own merits. Everything you do shows me you can't beat him. It's a damn shame.
Verbal or life.
And welcome to Verbal on Life. My name is Noel, battling MS, and bringing you the latest news. So like that, you can look at a different perspective, not just listen to the mainstream media. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Jesse Waters' take on the Trump trial, the greatest trial of this century. If this is your first time on the channel, go ahead and click on that like and subscribe button. So like that, we can grow this channel and provide this information to more and more people. Okay, let's take a look.
Jesse Waters prime time tonight.
It's a rigged trial. Our courts, everything is screwed up in New York, and the whole world is watching. And also, there's no crime. This is all politics. This is coming out of the White House.
A runaway jury in New York City. So Trump arrived at the courtroom earlier this morning and said this before he went inside.
I was paying a lawyer and marked it down as a legal expense. Some accountant, I didn't know, marked it down as a legal expense. That's exactly what it was. And you've been indicted over that? I should be right now in Pennsylvania, in Florida, in many other states, North Carolina, Georgia, campaigning. This is all coming from the Biden White House because the guy can't put two sentences together.
The judge today yelled at Trump for mumbling audibly during jury selection and told him to knock it off. District Attorney Alvin Bragg begged the judge to hold Trump in contempt and asked him to fine him $3,000 for violating his gag order. Trump had posted that the trial was corrupt. Oops, can't do that. And for the second day in a row, reporters caught Trump dozing off. Wake me up when I'm acquitted.
That's all they reported in the mainstream media. The fact that he might have been slouching off. I mean, come on now. That's all they got. Trying to compare him to Biden, because Biden falls asleep, from what we can say. But let's take a look.
Front page of multiple news outlets today coming out of this that Trump appeared to fall asleep on the first day of his trial.
Imagine committing so many crimes, you get bored at your own trial.
The optics of all this and the sustained eye resting that apparently happened in the courtroom. I mean, I do feel like if you call your opponent Sleepy Joe, you have one job for the rest of the campaign.
In this little gem, Trump appears to be sleeping. His head keeps dropping down and his mouth goes slack.
After Trump woke up and found out who the 7 jurors were, NPR listening DEI lawyers, he went uptown to Harlem to visit a famous bodega. This was the place where Alvin Bragg charged the owner with murder just for merely defending himself during a robbery.
And this is the first president that I see go to Harlem and actually campaign. And he picked the right spot, going to a bodega where the crime is rampant, according to Trump. And I wish I was there. I grew up in Harlem. I'm like, he went back to my neighborhood. I've never seen a president go to my neighborhood to campaign. Because we all know New York City is a blue no matter who city. And for him to go ahead and try to flip it, but you know what? I think he's going to be able to flip it. Check it out.
This is all politics. This is coming out of the White House. And, you know, it makes me campaign locally, and that's okay. That's not, I don't think so. There we go. You know what? I don't think so. I think we're doing better, Brian. We're doing better now than we've ever done. So I think it's having a reverse effect. They're making him campaign locally. The man is a genius. Since he got to go to court every day, they're off on Wednesdays, but Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, after going to court, he go ahead and campaign in New York City. Oh, man, if he flips New York, that'll be crazy. You know what? All I want is fairness. And these people have to be treated better. The Bodega Association, bodegas, because every week they're being robbed 2-3 times. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? The police can do it. They can stop it. But they have to be allowed to do their job. So we're making a big play for New York. Other cities too, but this city, I love this city. And it's gone so bad in the last 3 years, 4 years, and we're going to straighten New York out.
Wow, they're chanting Trump in Harlem. Let that sink in. Meanwhile, President Biden went to Scranton, his so-called hometown, to spew hoaxes because he thinks you're too stupid to read.
He learned that paying taxes was something people who work for a living did, not him. He learned that telling people you're fired was something to laugh about. Listen to what he says. He says, quote, "I'll be dictator on day one." Quote, "I am your retribution." He promises, quote, "a bloodbath." Suckers and losers, he said it. Who the hell does he think he is?
So there you have it. All they're trying to do is scare you into not voting for Trump, not giving him a chance to talk about policy, to go campaign, to even go to his son's graduation. This is insane. And the more and more they attack Trump, the more and more people just feel sorry for him and are starting to wake up and realize that Biden is not it. But you know what? That's my opinion. What do you think? Comment down below, because we live in some crazy times. And now we're going to have Trump campaigning almost every day in New York because of this trial. And what do you think? Is he going to be found guilty? If he gets to be found guilty, is he going to go to jail if he's found guilty? And I don't know, in my opinion, if Trump is found guilty, he will win in that landslide. That's just going to happen, because how can you lock up a guy that was the president for 4 years? And we got something to compare. We saw his presidency. And by the way, a lot of professionals say that Trump is not going to be able to do anything when he becomes president. Those are just empty promises. But I'm starting not to believe the professionals, because they said the same thing the first time he won, that he wasn't going to be able to accomplish anything. And ultimately, he ended up lowering gas prices. Grocery prices were good. Mortgage interest rates were low. I was able to buy a house when Trump was in office at 3.8% interest. Now it's like 8%. I cannot afford my house today because the interest rate is so high. So just thinking back when Trump was in office and all the professionals said there's no way he could get anything done, he's just making political promises. Now it's like, I don't believe you. Don't believe them anymore, because the proof is in the pudding. And we saw what happened the first time he was president. But let me know what you think. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
Verbal or life.
Donald Trump complained Monday that he may not be able to go to his son Barron's high school graduation ceremony due to the trial in New York.
We had some amazing things happen today. As you know, my son is graduating from high school, and it looks like the judge will not let me go to the graduation of my son, who's worked very, very hard. He's a great student. He's very proud of the fact that he did so well, and was looking forward for years to have graduation with his mother and father there. And it looks like the judge isn't going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial. So I just want to thank you very much, but that I can't go to my son's graduation, or that I can't go to the United States Supreme Court, that I'm not in Georgia or Florida or North Carolina campaigning like I should be. It's perfect for the radical left Democrats. That's exactly what they want. This is about election interference. That's all it's about. Thank you very much.